Marking structure is easy, but if you still lose trades, this is the part you've been missing. I used to do everything right and still watch the trade fail. In this video, I'll show you the shift pros use to avoid this mistake. Now, there's no strategy, no system, no way of trading which will give you 100% win every time. And it's no different with your structures. I'm going to go through this pound US dollar pair on a 4-hour time frame to show you a point where you've marked up the structures, you've got it all correct, yet it still fails in the market. And the area we're going to look at is this move here. Now, it's obvious now we can see what's happened. We can identify the market pushed up and pushed back down. So let's look further back and we'll go through marking the structures to this point and see where potentially would have seen a setup and yet it failed. And then later in this video, I'll go through to show you how you can help avoid these trades. So let's now go on a replay mode. Oh, and before we dive deeper, if you haven't yet, join my free Trade Smarter Club. You'll get weekly insights, early access to new tactics, and the chance for me to review your structure markups. The link's below. And let's just start back here and we'll just look at price, how we approach this era. So we'll mark off, let's go closer into these candles and I'll mark off what's happened. So we have this as a pullback phase. This becomes a new break structure to the upside, which we have a BOS, okay, on a 4-hour time frame. We have a pullback here. This becomes a new break structure bullish again. Okay, so applying this new structure, we will then have a low here in the market. Let's just mark this out as a current low. And we'll place this to the bottom. And then we need a current high. Well, our high is going to be where we see the pullback phase, which is right there. Again, let's make that a high and place this to the top. Now, once you have your trading range, you're looking for this being your current high and your low. That's your current trading range on this move. You can see the market pulls back into an area here, which you'll find an area of demand on a lower time frame. We run back for that high and would have been a successful trade. Now, when we get to this high, we only sweep that high and we see the bearish candle breaking down. So we follow that structure. So at this point here, we can mark out another new break of structure. So we have a new break to downside. Okay, mark that out as a break structure. Our new high becomes this high here because this is where we see the last closing up, then the run to downside. Now after this, our new low doesn't come here. Okay, understanding the smart money structure, it's not there. We continue to drop, and when we see this bullish candle closing up, that's where we mark off our new low. So we have a new low formation right here in the market. So we have this high to this low. That's our new trading range. So we zoom in closer and we'll just double check to see if we do break here. So this is the point of the lowest point of that move where we see this candle closing up. We do not break it. We just close at that level. So this now tells me that's my current trading range. We're in a bearish bias. Now we do know what happens here and we do break up. So let's go forward with a few candles. So we hold and we do break the upside. So we never break lower. That's the important part. Now we can mark out a new break of structure. Once we have this new break of structure to the upside, applying this smart money structure technique, we look back for the last time we see that candle closing down, this bearish candle here. This becomes my new low in the market. It's also an area where you can add your area of potential demand. So this would be an area of demand on the 4-hour time frame where we can potentially look for price to pull back into that area of demand for a new entry. And what you do from this point, we'll be looking for price to want to pull back into this demand, stop the low, and to target the current high. Now we don't have a current high yet, so we'd have to go forward until we see a candle closing down. This candle confirms the high. So that would be my current trade, understanding if we're using this time frame. Okay, so we're looking for an entry here at the area of demand. I'll target that high. It's over 3 to 1 risk to reward. Fantastic. We're always looking for a trade at least over 3 to 1 to give you a good risk to reward on that trade. We're going with our structures. Our structures are correct. We had a nice break of structure to the upside, a solid move away. We've got our area of demand created. Our last low is a good setup to look to trade. Okay, let's go forward and see what actually happens. So we forward the price and we come into our area and we run straight through it. So it's a losing trade. Now that's where we got the structures all marked up, everything is correct, but it still didn't go our way. Now you're going to find many times this can happen with structure. And like I said, there's no one strategy or method that's going to help you win every single time. Now there is a way we can overcome this, a way we can make it easier when we look into trade. And what we can add into this equation is the use of multiple time frames. In fact, what we can do just here on this one point is apply a second time frame. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go back to a replay mode here. Change that back to here somewhere. Once we see that high being created, and what we can now do, we can confirm this area of demand for an entry. The way we'll do this is we'll use the multiple time frames of a 2 time frame approach, dropping down to a 30-minute. This is where it can help you avoid these types of trades. So following this structure, we do the same thing. We're going to follow that smart money structure. They say this is a break to the upside, we can mark off. So let's mark this off as a 30-minute break of structure. We can mark this off as a current low in the market. So let's mark this off as a low. Let's make this a bit smaller. Place it to the bottom. That's our current low. Now we wait for price to drop down. We drop down right here on that candle. That becomes my new high. So mark this out as a high. Put it to the top. And that's our current trading range on a 30-minute. So potentially on a 30-minute, we could be looking for a reason to buy from down here to continue higher. Let's just go forward with a few candles. Okay, let's just fast forward this a bit, see what happens when we get there. And price eventually runs through. We can see we run through that area of demand. And what happens here is we're now shifting structure. And we're now gone from that bullish to a bearish bias. Okay, so stick with me how we can apply this. This is going to help you because now we understand we're bearish. We have a new high in the market where we can mark off here. We don't have a new low yet, so we'll just continue forward to see if we create that low. So we'll go by a candle by candle approach here. A new low to be formed on the close of this candle. So now we have a new low. So we now have a current trading range from this high to this low. We haven't yet got into the area of demand we have marked on that 4-hour time frame. But let's say we see the market going lower into the area and then we push up and break structure again. That's giving you a reason to see the market shifting out of that 4-hour time frame. But let's just go forward with price. Okay, so we're moving sideways and we break through to downside. So now we've got a new high in the market we can mark off. That's the last time we see it close up before we see the break to downside. And we have a new break of structure on the 30-minute. Now we're still inside that area of 4-hour demand. So let's go to a 30-minute break of structure. And this is the point I'm trying to make. If you're using a combination now of 2 time frames, you're still waiting for your entry. You'd be triggered now using that 1 time frame entry on the 4-hour time frame area of demand. Using your structures, you'd be in a buy trade looking for continuation to run higher. Let's just zoom out and see what's happened. So up here, we'd have our high at the moment on a 4-hour time frame. So we could mark off a high here. That's our 4-hour potential high. We know this is our 4-hour low down here somewhere where we have our area of demand drawn. So we're looking now for that buy entry. And again, like I said, you'll be entering in the market at that area, stop the low, and we'll be looking to run for this high. So at this moment in time, you can see we'll be negative, okay, in drawdown on this trade. But if you're using the 2 time frame approach, what you actually want to see happen from here is price to push up, run above this high, breaking structure to leave a new demand for price to pull back into on a 30 minutes to then start to buy back to the upside. This will stop you capturing trades even though your structures are correct. And that's the way we can look at applying a 2 time frame approach. Let's go forward price and see what actually happens. And straight away we just push down and we break that low and you're in a losing trade straight away. And as you can see, this candle closes up. This would create a new low for your trading range and this would stay your high. Hey traders, we'll get back to the video in a second. But if you're tired of second guessing trades and struggling for consistency, listen up. Danny was just like you, stuck in a losing cycle, down nearly $300,000. Then he joined the 90-day profit trading system. Now he trades with confidence and has already made back a quarter of those losses. This system gives you everything you need to trade profitably. Step-by-step strategy, personal support, and lifetime community access. Spots are limited and we only take a handful of traders each time enrollment opens. If you're serious about finally seeing results, click the link in the description now before it's too late. Now back to the video. If you are losing trades, even though you've got your structures marked up correctly and it still fails, then you need to start using a 2 time frame approach. And this next video will help you to understand how you can apply those 2 time frames with the smart money structure in your trading.